In 2026, the frozen pizza aisle has become a landscape of ultra-processed engineering. As manufacturing costs rise, many legacy brands have pivoted to skimpflation, replacing real mozzarella with cheese product analogs and using dough conditioners that prioritize shelf stability over human digestion. For the modern consumer, the frozen Pizza Mirage is real. A product that looks like a classic pie in the picture but eats like a salt-laden, cardboard-textured chemical experiment once it hits the oven. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Choosing a pizza in 2026 requires looking past the glossy box. You are searching for the real food markers, cold-pressed oils, natural fermentation, and a lack of cellulose fillers. 1. DiGiorno, rising crust. The reality. Once the king of delivery quality, the 2026 DiGiorno rising crust has become the poster child for dough inflation. To achieve that signature rise, the brand utilizes a heavy cocktail of leavening agents and dough conditioners, like L-cysteine, that result in a bready, dense texture many critics describe as cake-like rather than pizza-like. Furthermore, a single serving often contains over 1,000 milligrams of sodium and a significant amount of saturated fat. The sauce has also shifted toward a high fructose profile, making it a sugar and salt bomb that leaves you feeling sluggish and bloated long after the last slice is gone. 2. Red Baron, classic crust. The reality. Red Baron remains a budget staple, but its classic crust is a masterclass in industrial fillers. The ingredient list is notoriously long, featuring partially hydrogenated oils in some regional variants and a cheese blend that contains high levels of modified food starch. In 2026, the texture is frequently described as thin and flaky in a greasy way, lacking any genuine yeast-developed flavor. For those watching their metabolic health, the combination of refined flour and fake fats makes Red Baron a low nutrient calorie trap that prioritizes a sub-$5 price point over any semblance of culinary integrity. 3. Tombstone Original. The reality. What do you want on your tombstone? In 2026, the answer for most health-conscious shoppers is nothing. Tombstone has doubled down on being a high-sodium, highly preserved product. The meat toppings, specifically the pepperoni and sausage, are treated with sodium nitrites and BHA/BHD to ensure they survive months in the freezer without changing color. This results in a chemical aftertaste that many consumers find off-putting. The crust is often compared to a saltine cracker, providing zero artisanal value and leaving you with a lingering thirst that signals a total sodium overload. 4. Totino's Party Pizza. The reality. Marketed as a party pizza, this is legally closer to a pizza snack than a real meal. The crust is essentially a fried pastry sheet, and the meat toppings are often mechanically separated chicken dyed to look like beef or pork. In 2026, Totino's is a red flag food due to its high concentration of ultra-processed ingredients and its lack of any real vegetable or fiber content. It is a nostalgia buy that fails every modern nutritional metric, serving as a high-calorie, low-satiety product that provides almost no real food value. 5. Jack's Original Thin Crust. The reality. Jack's is often the cheapest option in the freezer, and it shows. To maintain its rock-bottom pricing in 2026, the brand uses a cheese substitute that relies heavily on palm oil and fillers. The sauce is thin and metallic, often lacking any herbal notes like oregano or basil. Shoppers report that the crust has a cardboard consistency that fails to crisp properly, often remaining limp or turning into a dry, dusty wafer. It is a product of economic necessity that provides a poor experience and even poorer nutrition. 6. California Pizza Kitchen, CPK, Frozen. The reality. While the restaurants are beloved, the 2026 Frozen CPK line has struggled with brand dilution. Many of the specialized toppings, like the Thai chicken or barbecue chicken, use highly processed sauces loaded with sugar and thickeners, like guar gum. The crust is often reported as being thin to the point of disappearing, failing to support the weight of the often sparse toppings. For the premium price you pay for the CPK name, you are getting a highly engineered product that lacks the fresh, vibrant ingredients found in their physical locations. 4 frozen pizza brands that are actually real. 1. Newman's Own, thin and crispy. The reality: Newman's Own remains a 2026 standout for clean label integrity. Their pizzas use 100% real cheese, no modified starches, and a crust made with simple, recognizable ingredients. They avoid high-fructose corn syrup and artificial preservatives, resulting in a flavor that tastes like actual tomatoes and yeast. Plus, the profits go to charity, making it a real choice for your body and your community. It is the perfect example of how a large-scale brand can still prioritize quality over chemical shortcuts. 2. Screamin' Sicilian. The reality: if you want craft quality in a box, this is it. Screamin' Sicilian is famous for its massive, high-quality toppings. Think huge slices of whole milk mozzarella and rough-cut pepperoni. They use a traditional, old-world sauce and a crust that actually has some chew and fermentation bubbles. In 2026, it is widely considered the closest you can get to a pizzeria pie without leaving your house. They don't skimp on the ingredients, which justifies the slightly higher price point. 3. Amy's Kitchen Margarita. The reality: for those seeking organic integrity, Amy's is the gold standard. Their margarita pizza features hand-stretched crust and organic tomatoes. They avoid all GMOs and synthetic pesticides, and their cheese is actual RBST-free dairy. In 2026, Amy's is praised for its homemade taste. The sauce isn't overly sweet, and the crust has an earthy, toasted flavor that you simply don't find in the big 3 industrial brands. It is a nutrient-dense option that respects the traditions of Italian baking. 4. Urban Pie Cold-Pressed Crust. The reality: a newcomer to the real list, Urban Pie uses unique, vegetable-integrated crusts like sweet potato or cauliflower or high-quality cold-pressed oils. Their pesto and fresh mozzarella variant is a 2026 favorite because it uses real basil pesto rather than green-dyed oil. The ingredient list is remarkably short and free of mystery chemicals. It's a sophisticated, modern pizza that proves frozen food can be both artisanal and convenient without sacrificing health. The 2026 takeaway for pizza lovers is: flip the box before you buy. As we see in the Newman's Own versus DiGiorno comparison, the difference isn't just in the price, it's in the biological cost. Fake pizzas rely on sugar and salt to mask poor quality dough, while real brands like Screamin' Sicilian let the quality of the fats and ferments do the talking. Ultimately, the best 2026 strategy is to avoid rising crust gimmicks and stick to thin crust or organic artisanal brands. These typically have fewer dough conditioners and a better topping-to-filler ratio. In a world of ultra-processed ghosts, choosing a pizza with a 5-ingredient crust is the ultimate health hack for your Friday night.